Past the Dutchie, it's 420, and whether you're blazing or not today, we still have another Panthers Pretend Draft to get to. I'm your host, Demetri. Do me a favor, like and subscribe to the video and the OG Triangle Media channel. Leave a comment on this video. I don't care if you think my picks are nuts. I don't care if you think they are dead on. It's just the more comments there are, the more likely this video is to go into the algorithm for Panthers fans all over the place. And that way more people discover this team is killing us and enjoy our Panthers Pretend Draft. So without any further ado, I will just very quickly remind you that we have a new version of the Leap List. We are not moving up for guys who are not difference-making pass catchers. And there's our leap list. Your big three wide receivers, Malik Neighbors, Rome Odunze, and of course, Marvin Harrison Jr. If any of them fall below number 15, Brian, pointed that out yesterday. I should have corrected that. Brian Thomas Jr. after number 20, Brock Bowers after number 20 as well. That is, or any of those scenarios are the only way that I am moving up in this draft. I don't think the Panthers have enough draft picks as it is to fill all of their needs. So we're going to be selective, but let's dive into it right now. As always, we are using the Pro Football Network draft engine, and we are holding tight likely until pick number 33. Interesting that Jaden Daniels is still on the board in this draft. Yeah, I was about to say, I have a feeling once you get past the top 10, those quarterbacks are going to start going bang, bang, bang. But here we go. The fact that J.J. McCarthy stayed on so long, I thought might work out for us with Brian Thomas Jr., but obviously not. So we are holding tight, very happy with the amount of receiving talent still on the board here. All right, that is too big of a drop. Not going to entertain that. Not going to entertain a trade with a division rival. I look at who is available, and Adonai Mitchell, A.D. Mitchell, Adonai Mitchell. I don't know how you pronounce it. That's why I stick with his Georgia nickname, A.D. That dude is the guy that I think offers us the most. I'm going to take him at number 33. That should be no surprise. And then at number 39, all right, I'm not going to trade back with Atlanta. Not enough there from Detroit to make that trade. What do we want to do here? Zach Frazier is sort of the obvious go-to pick we've been doing. We could go to Patrick Paul. But what I'm going to do is address the edge need because Chop Robinson is sitting there. And Robinson is a guy whose evaluation is a little bit all over the place. Mel Kiper Jr. called him a roll of the dice pick. But Lance Zierlein at NFL.com compares him to Micah Parsons and Myles Garrett. I don't expect him to be there in the second round, but if he is, I know offense is the need. I don't think the Panthers can pass that up. So here we are at number 65. Let's see. Would the Cardinals move this to a pick this year? No. Okay. Let's see. One more try before we have to absolutely move on. If they would do 104. Nope. All right. Then let's add to our offensive firepower a little bit here. And let's get Ben Sinnott. I think that's where I'm going. All right, let's grab Roger Rosengarten here out of Washington. Sinnott is a really talented tight end, but I think we need to address the offensive line before we address the tight end spot. And let's try making a trade here. I want to come up. I'm going to offer 101 for 80. And I'm going to try and kick in 141 and 240. In that way, we sort of have a pick swap in there, but likely to have this trade accepted. Nope. All right. Let's see. Let's try this one more time. No? All right. I was looking at Ricky Pearsall, a chance to add another weapon right there because I do not anticipate him being on the board that much longer. Let's try one more time with Houston here to make this deal. Where are they? There they are. All right. 101 for 86. 141 for 188. And then we'll kick in 240. No? One more time. Houston. I just saw them. Where are they? They're there. All right. 101 for 86. 142. Straight up? No. All right. Then let's just hold tight and see how the board falls to us. Man, I really wanted to add another weapon here, but I don't see. God, Johnny Wilson wouldn't be bad. But is that what we want to do? Johnny Wilson is a dude that I think just offers size as a receiver, so he's not really what I was hoping for here. What I'm thinking I may do instead, very similar to how Chop Robinson was there in the second round. Mike Sanderstrill out of Michigan is a guy that most analysts believe never really achieved what he is capable of at Michigan. We've got to add some bodies and add some talent to everywhere in this defense, including the secondary. Let's take him. Let's make that run and see if NFL coaching can get out of him what maybe college coaching could not. And we hang tight now until 141, where we will make our next pick. Obviously, we still have to get a center. That is going to be big. I think Bo Limmer would be the next best available guy. Yeah, there he pops up on our rundown for the first time. Let's not think long and hard about this. Let's add Limmer at 141. And with 142, let's make this trade just to accumulate more picks. We will drop back now to 153 as Jacksonville takes Jared Wiley. And at 153, we could add our old friend Theo Johnson. We could add Audric Estime, which is what I'm going to do. I don't think there is, obviously there's not a Bijan Robinson type in this draft when it comes to running backs, right? I think Jonathan Brooks is really good. I think Audric Estime is I think he's your future backfield, man. Maybe he's not a workhorse back, but in the modern NFL, if he can carry you through downs 1 and 2, that's still pretty darn valuable. And I think he is really, really talented. So I'm going to take Estime there. And now we hang out until 212. Still are looking to grab a tight end at some point. Also, obviously, we're going to try and double up on some of those areas of real need. Kind of hard to read the board because who is going to be there? I'm not going to go with another running back, that is for sure. So Toa Lamea comes off. He was not high on my list, but I thought of him as a possibility there. All right, at 212, no trade offer. So let's see. I think just in terms of positional value, I don't know enough about Jaquan Jackson. And Tulane did so much that was run-based last year. I don't know. Yeah, I just don't know about adding anything from Tulane's passing game, like what exactly it is, what benefit that brings. Don't know Tip Ryman, don't know Brevin Spanford, really. I'm going to go with Caden Wallace, the offensive tackle out of Penn State. You go for positional value, as I mentioned earlier, and I think a tackle brings more to the Panthers than any other position that was, reasonable to take at that point. Plus, by the way, the other tight ends, I'm not entirely positive they won't be there by the time we pick again at 240. But speaking of 240, hey, if we could get one of A.D. Mitchell's teammates there, yeah, Jordan Whittington, let's jump on that because in the 7th round, we found a receiver that could be part of the regular rotation in the future. So we had an offense-heavy draft. I liked where and how we added defense. We let Chop Robinson come to us. That is not a small deal. I like Mike Sanderstrill a lot. You'll see there was only really one trade we made in this draft, and that was the trade down with Jacksonville that yielded us Estime and Wallace. Come back tomorrow. I'm pretty happy with this draft. Come back tomorrow. Let's see what it is we do, because I don't know if we're going to do a better Panthers Pretend Draft than this one. I'm pretty satisfied. Look at that haul. I'm pretty satisfied with what we've got. In the meantime, be sure and like, review, and subscribe so more people can find another Panthers Pretend Draft on This Team is Killing Us.